Hello and welcome to Joy News at 6. The news is live on Joy 99.7 and Hits 103.9 FM in Accra. In Kumasi on Love 99.5 FM and over 30 affiliates across Ghana's 16 regions, including Volta Premier Ho, ATL Cape Coast, Lalonyo FM Hohoi and Kekeli FM Ho. Get radio, TV and online content on the myjoyonline.com interactive app for Android and iOS devices. Coming up, ratings agency Fitch Solutions becomes latest entity to predict a 2024 election victory for the opposition NDC. We have details as it reveals perception of slow fight against corruption and state of the economy likely to be deciding factors for this outcome. Also, 40,000 voters will today decide the fate of 3 candidates in about 99 polling stations in the crucial Asin North parliamentary by-election.
It will be in our interest to ensure that electoral rules and regulations are allowed to operate.
Level of the NDC pledge 100% commitment to ensuring that there will be peace. Not from our side would there be any instance of anything that will bring violence.
Also, Tamale South MP Haruna Idrisu describes as irresponsible comments by President Akufo-Addo that the NDC's candidate for Asin North, James Jachi-Kwesi, could go to jail in his perjury trial.
It's most irresponsible for the President of the Republic, with all the weight of the influence of executive authority, to make that kind of a fait accompli judgment.
Coming up in business,
Ghana's International Monetary Fund program will not be suspended despite higher than budgeted expenditure. We'll hear from Fitch Solutions on the Joy Business Report.
Also, the National Science and Maths Quiz will tell you the mission of a contestant to unseat Prempeh College and Opokuwari School in the tournament.
I have completed 2 out of my 4 missions. As for now, I want to unseat either Prempeh or WAS. You want to unseat?
I am Amiesi Nyamiche Thompson. Details shortly. And ratings agency Fitch Solutions says the opposition NDC is likely to win Ghana's 2024 general election. In its latest publication, the organization explains the deteriorating state of the economy witnessed mainly in 2022 and the perception of a slow fight against corruption are likely to be the deciding factors for the electorate. This prediction is consistent with a similar one made by the Economist Intelligence Unit, which has equally cited the same factors as swaying the electorate towards the NDC. Joseph Akable of our political desk joins me with more. Joseph, now, Fitch suggests the Free Senior High School could be reviewed and this could potentially affect the outcome of the elections as well. What's the basis for this claim?
And so Fitch notes that the IMF has voiced concerns over President Akufo-Addo's flagship Free Senior High School program, labeling it as poorly targeted. It points out that potential modifications to the program in order to rein in spending could weaken the MPP's campaign agenda, increasing the chances of an NDC win. So it adds that we believe that the NDC is most likely to win. The rapid deterioration of the economic conditions in 2022 and slow progress in the fight against perceived corruption in a July 2022 Afrobarometer study, that is 85% of Ghanaians believe the government was doing a poor job in tackling corruption, will exacerbate the anti-incumbency sentiment among the electorate.
Now let's talk about the IMF program. What impact will a possible change in government mean for it?
And so Fitch says that despite its view that a government change is likely after the 2024 general election, they believe that the risk to Ghana's IMF program is limited. Previous ND governments have requested IMF loans at the NDC government between 2015 and 2019. And so therefore they expect that the program will not be affected.
Thank you, Joseph. Now, in a few hours, polls will open in all 99 polling stations in Asin North, paving the way for over 40,000 voters to determine the fate of 3 candidates in the undoubtedly crucial parliamentary by-election. The contenders in the race, the NDC's James Jachi-Kwesi and NPP's Charles Opoku, LPG's Benny Sefenu, have committed to a violent free poll during a meeting with the Police Electoral Commission and other stakeholders. My colleague Richard Kojunyako and Ohim Interior are there for us. First, Richard, tell us what residents are waking up to. Is all set for the polls to begin?
Anticipated by-election is here with us. It's been one of the major talking points now but the hour is now. Many pair of eyes are waking up here at Asendweku, and about 41,000 plus terms will be given their verdict today. So, as indicated, 99 polling stations will be where the elections will take place. The Electoral Commission has already started setting up, even though you can't see the queues forming. So, the various communities this morning are alive, and it seems like they've waited for centuries for today to come.
Thank you, Richard Kojonyako. We also have Oyim Interior there for us, but we'll be linking with him later. Now, the two main parties are certain about their victory in today's poll, hence their commitment to a violent free process. At a joint meeting with all stakeholders, including the police and the Electoral Commission, the two main parties resolved to ensure a peaceful poll. Listen to the General Secretary of the NDC, Fifi Kwete, and the NPP National Chairman, Stephen Intim.
Yes, to be as genuine as we know ours is. So on the whole, the police gave us 100% assurance that just as we saw in Kumeo, we will see exactly the same level of what you call professionalism on the part of the police for there to be peace, harmony, and let the best side win.
I think we are even stronger in that terms because we are going to win tomorrow. Therefore, it will be in our interest to ensure that electoral rules and regulations are allowed to operate.
In a related development, Member of the Parliament for Tamale South, Haruna Idrisu, has described as irresponsible comments by President Akufo-Addo that the NDC's candidate in the Asin North parliamentary by-election, James Judge Ikwesin, could go to jail in his perjury trial. The president made the comments over the weekend when the NPP wrapped its campaign for today's by-election. Haruna Idrisu tells Joy News the comments have the potential of influencing the outcome of the case.
The posture of the president and that of the attorney general leads one to an irresistible conclusion that Judge Ikwesin will never ever get a fair trial. Now, you are now trying him in a manner that you don't even subject common criminals to. Armed robbers and murderers don't appear in court daily. Presumption of innocence, therefore, is most irresponsible for the President of the Republic, with all the weight of the influence of executive authority, to make that kind of a fair, complete judgment on the matter.
He is also urging the NDC to monitor the process to avoid electoral malpractices by the NPP.
If we police the process from today as we should see Judge Ikwesin emerge victor and elected MP for the area.
Member of Parliament for Tamale South, Haruna Idrisu there. Now, Minister for Interior, Ambrose Derry, has revealed that people addicted to drugs would be treated as people with medical conditions instead of stigmatizing and treating them as social misfits. He said government, through the establishment of a rehabilitation fund, will construct rehab centers across the country. He spoke at an event to mark this year's International Day Against Drug Abuse.
We are not interested in demonizing or actually stigmatizing the users, when the real offenders are the big dealers in drugs who are making the money. So what we want to say now is that we want to see a health issue. They'll be examined by doctors. When they seem to need support, we'll send them to rehabilitation centers, let them recover from their addiction, and they become normal persons who will join society and be able to help us.
It is one of my missions in life to unseat Prempeh College or Opokuwari School in the National Science and Math Quiz. That's the resolution of a contestant from Insutaman Catholic Senior High School as he leads his school to the national championship after escaping a narrow defeat to Tweneboa Kodiat Senior High School in the Ashanti Regional Qualifiers. His school qualified with 3 others, including Kumasi Academy, on the day 2 of the qualifiers. Emmanuel Bright Kweku has more from Kumasi.
So it took the very last but one riddle for them to be separated from Tweneboa Kodia and then themselves. I'm pretty sure you had a lot of hits and under your seat. How did it feel?
I have completed 2 out of my 4 missions. So this was just a friendly game for me.
Is it part of your achievement or your 4 targets to beat any big school?
Yeah, but that one is a sub part of my mission. As for now, I want to unseat either Prempeh or WAS.
You want to unseat?
For a number of schools in the region, it is high time to end the reign of the 2 all-boys schools. Sims SHS had this to say after defeating Tepa SHS to qualify to the national championship.
Done so many trial contests with Opokuwari, done trial contests with Prempeh College, and they know that we are also good. Yes. We are all at the same power. We are on the same level. Tell them you are coming.
We are not scared.
And that's Emmanuel Bright Kweku's report. That's it for the bulletin. In our top stories, ratings agency Fitch Solutions becomes latest entity to predict a 2024 election victory for the opposition NDC. And of course, 40,000 voters to decide the fate of 3 candidates in the crucial Asin North parliamentary by-election. Keep your dial right here. The election headquarters will bring you all the details. Business is up next on the Super Morning Show.